So Natalie's going to let me play a little game here at CES 2020 in Hour One's booth. So what do I do, Natalie?
Okay, so we're going to play this game, and you are going to guess which of these characters are real and which ones are synthetic.
Okay.
Okay.
I think she's real.
That's synthetic.
Oh, right, I'm 50%. Okay. Why don't we talk about what we are looking at here? We'll have a conversation.
Absolutely. Okay, so Hour One creates synthetic human characters. What that means is we take real people who were originally shot in the studio, and we are able to then get them to say new things that they didn't actually say using new techniques in deep learning known as generative AI.
And so you're not doing this as deep fakes, you're doing this to create new types of content, right?
Yeah, so we actually distinguish ourselves a lot from deepfakes, and I will explain why. So deepfakes, whether it's used to intentionally spread disinformation or for satirical purposes, the goal is really virality and sensationalism.
Right.
We have an enterprise-grade product which is geared towards professional use. So the talent that you see on our platform, we have 100 different people who are captured and counting. We have professional relationships with them. They have contracts with us, so we're allowed to use their likeness for synthetic purposes. And then our customers are enterprise customers. So we operate within use cases, particularly in like e-commerce, edutainment, entertainment. So really you can see that the whole thing is very much geared towards the enterprise and to professionals. And our goals really are to increase productivity with a human touch, personalization like never before, because you can actually create loads and loads of different videos, personalized at scale using our AI. And then also it's for ROI, so for driving return on investment, because when you actually use video instead of static content, you can really get a lot more engagement and a lot more return on your investment that way.
And the cool thing about this is basically you just give it a script, right?
That's right. So you can go onto our platform, and what you do is you enter your brief, you enter a script, you pick a character, and then we generate that character for you in the tone that you want, with the backgrounds that you want, introducing the product that you want, or speaking specifically or referring to an audience that you're trying to connect with.
Now, is it full body or is it just headshots?
So at the moment, we're doing up to body shots. As the technology evolves, we're going to be able to capture more and more of the human body, more and more movement. Already in the last few months, we've been able to capture a hell of a lot more movement than we were. Because it is AI, it really does progress very quickly, and just in the sort of 6 months or so that I've been working with Hour One, you've seen a tremendous amount of progress. It's amazing.
Well, I can imagine the productivity comes from not having to coordinate times for getting in the studio and everything else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can totally minimize on production time, because you don't need to coordinate all of these different people to be there at the same time. Photographer, or videographer, talent, hair and makeup, all of this kind of stuff. And then also you can imagine that also cuts down a lot on cost, as well as all the sort of practical side of things.
Yeah, so it probably opens up markets that wouldn't be practical otherwise, right?
Absolutely. So if you think about digital products and digital catalogs of products, especially ones that are refreshed quite frequently, you're sort of really limited to text and image. Now, with the ability to convert these assets into video using AI, presented by an engaging and very human-like spokesperson, the fact that you can actually do that with AI enables all of these companies, whether that be e-commerce or other industries, to be able to convert their product assets into video.
So do you have the tool to do all the editing and everything, so it just outputs an MP4 or whatever?
So we really specialize in generating the characters. That really is our business and our specialty. We also create the templates and the backgrounds in order to put together what the total experience is to be individualized to each product.
And that element could be brought into an Adobe Premiere or whatever and integrated with other footage.
Absolutely. So in the next 6 months, we will be doing API integrations with our customers. So there will be no manual element to the delivery of these videos and the deployment of these videos into our customers' platforms.
So from a cost perspective, can you speak to that? Like, what a typical minute-long video might cost?
Yeah, so it's really designed to be cost-effective and to lower the barriers to all kinds of customers using video in the first place. And our technology is really geared for scale. We use generative AI, which enables that.
And then that comes with all the rights for the images and so forth.
Right, so we already have those contracts in place with our stock characters. That's if you choose to use our stock characters. There are also scenarios where brands want to bring their own character, and that's also possible too. And in which case, that relationship will be handled there, and we can advise on how to update those contracts to account for synthetic use.
Excellent. Well, I guess maybe next year at CES I can just stay home and just write my script and I'll be here virtually, huh?
Yeah, you could create a digital twin of yourself and be in two places at once.
Just like Calvin and Hobbes. That's a very scary thought. Well, I really appreciate your time, Natalie.
Thank you. Thanks.